Hi everybody, it's Wade from Wade's Orchids, and it is well overdue time to do an update here. And this is going to be a quick one. We're going to have to be combating fans in here, and it's a beautiful summer day outside, and it's a beautiful day in here also. And we're starting out with just a view down the one center potting bench here. And there's just I guess a plethora of things in bloom here. And we'll start taking a close-up look at this one. This is Miltassia estrellata variety Sweet Senorita. Beautiful, beautiful Miltassia. It frequently blooms with 2 spikes per bulb. And there, if you've heard that, that's the one fan starting up. I have the other fan turned off, so hopefully we can compete with this. Also, looking down here, although it's not in bloom yet, this is BLC Rustic Spots in bud. It's been having a rough go. The last bulb actually rotted off. Almost of its own accord. So I just recently repotted it, and I've got 4 buds on, which is more than what I have been having on it. So I'm still hoping to revive this. So hopefully we'll have some luck with it. Moving on here, I'll start at the bottom and just go up and up and up and up. This is Odontocidium Wildcat. I'm not sure which one of the varieties I could look, but it's hidden in the pot pretty well there. But this is traditional of Wildcat. It is just an incredibly large, tall flower spike. There are 2 leads with 3 spikes here, and it's just going to put on a real nice show for quite a while. It does have a little bit of fragrance, but not a lot. Moving on here, another Miltassia. This is Miltassia Shiloh variety Tolkien, and it's got an AM, and it's a really, really nice thing. Very fragrant. Very easy blooming plant. Usually blooms about twice a year for me. Here, this is an Odontocidium, and if you'll just hold on with me here a moment, I will try to get the name. This is Odontocidium Tiger Crow variety Golden Girl, and it's been in bloom for quite a while and still in pretty good shape. It's a first bloom for me. And I really like this thing. The dark sepals and petals on it really accentuate everything. Just a beautiful thing. And next to it here, this is what's getting to be an old favorite. This is Encyclia Serena O'Neill. And it's a beautiful thing, very fragrant. It's got about 20 flowers on it now, been blooming for quite a while, and very nice plant. Something that I want to show you, it's kind of crowded in with everything else, but I'm going to go down here and show you. This is the color of the leaves that you should be getting on Serena O'Neill. In good light, it gets almost a purplish blush to the leaves. They're dark greenish purple, and when they come out, they're dark purple. So if you're giving it good light, that's what you should expect. Okay, moving along here. Here we have got This is Oncidium, no, Oncidietta, or something. Anyway, it's an Oncidium Alliance. Hula Hulao variety Volcano Queen. I love this thing. It is one of my favorites. It's fragrant. It branches very nicely. Puts out 2 spikes per bulb on a frequent basis. And this year, thankfully, if you can see, we have got, right there is a pod coming, and right there is a pod coming. I'm getting a lot of glare, so I'm not sure if you can see that very well. But there's also another cross with it in the works. So we're going to be having 3 crosses with this as a parent. And hiding right behind it here, this is Potanera Hoku Gem variety Freckles, which has an AMAOS. Now, a lot of times you see Hoku Gem bright yellow with the spotting. This is a newer flower. This is the way they look about, I'd say, a little less than a week after the flowers open. So it's on its way to yellow, but it's still got a lot of orange and red in it. Very, very nice thing. Very frequent bloomer. Blooms for me about 3 times a year. Moving on down here. This is Polystachya pubescens, and I'm going to try to get underneath here to show this to you. I don't know if it's in bloom or not, but the flowers kind of look down. It's a very pretty thing. Blooms very nicely. This is in a 4-inch pot, and I think it's got 8 leads on it right now. Real nice species plant. Blooms easily. I treat it like a mini Cattleya almost. Okay, and moving right along here. This is Encyclia Mary Motes. This is very unusual. If you can look, the lip, it reminds me of a carnival. And if you heard some noise there, that's the cooling pads, the pump from the cooling pads going. Anyway, back to Mary Motes here. It's a Encyclia elata cross with Pleocata, and I have never seen a lip on any other Encyclia that was quite like this. It is kind of traditional until you get to the end of the lip, and then something happens, and we have orange and yellow in there. It is just so unusual. So right now, I think in flask we have a cross of this with Serena O'Neill. I think it'll be nice. One thing, this does get more flowers. Right now I've got about 15 flowers on this spike here. It will get, I'd say maybe 25 to 30 flowers on a good bloom. This plant here is in a basket, and it's it really does better. I have a division growing in a clay pot that's in spike but not blooming yet, and it does much better in a clay pot. It gets more moisture during its growth season. So, moving along here to favorites. Here's another favorite. This is Oncidium, Oncidium Heaven Sent variety Sweet Baby. Had a brain fart there, sorry. Oncidium Heaven Sent has as one of its parents Oncidium Sherry Baby. It smells just like Sherry Baby. The only thing is, it is a much shorter growing plant, and it's especially the spike is much more compact. So it's much more suitable to growing in the house. I love it. I've got, thankfully, I finally have good amounts of it for sale. So we'll move on here. The Masdevallias, thanks to the cool pad, you see right in back of it is cool pads here. And it's, the rest of the greenhouse is probably in the mid 80s. And let's turn this on here. If you can see, it's 72.8 degrees right at the Masdevallias. So this cool pad here really does a wonderful job, and it's the reason that I can grow these so well. I'm growing a lot of these on carpet padding here, and it is getting some algae and moss on it, so I'm going to have to clean it soon. But a little dip with some Clorox will get it all cleaned up. I do like it. It does provide more humidity. It provides evaporation from the humidity and even more cooling. So I like it. I think some more of you should give it a try. Right now, I think we are looking at probably the most floriferous Masdevallia I have. This is Masdevallia Golden Tiger variety Augie, which has an HCC AOS. What you're looking at here is a fairly recently divided piece in a 3-inch pot, and it's got 3 flowers and 2 buds on it. Just amazing. Lots of other things in spike. Here is a cool grower. Let me find it here. Where are you? That's a bud, and there we are. Here, Masdevallia Davisii, variety George, which is it's available. I have it available, and so do a few other people. It's been around for quite a while, but it's definitely a cool grower. Beautiful, beautiful yellow. And here's one of my plants of Masdevallia Maui Holiday. It's the only thing that has more flowers on than Golden Tiger, and it always looks like this. Just an incredible thing. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, if you count that, there's 11 flowers on that, and I have another division that has got even more flowers. And it's always like that. Here is a bud somewhere. Hi, bud. Right here. And this is this plant actually won the Carl Lohr Award. It's Masdevallia Dean Haas variety Barbara. One of the plants I got from Barbara Tischerman. Gorgeous thing. It'll be open in another day or so. Let me move the camera around here so I can hold it a little bit better and get a good shot of this. We can see that. I hope it's in focus for you. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing when you look into the throat. It's pink, but then towards the middle you have those radiating red lines, and there's orange and yellow way down in there. This is Masdevallia, hold on, gotta move things, Celtic Frost. Okay. Absolutely gorgeous. It's not a big flower, but sometimes bigger isn't always better. Over here, we have got Masdevallia Pinocchio, and this is a variety that was awarded a CCM at least twice, one of which was very recently to a friend of mine, Steve Mail. and it's easy to see why if you own one. I've got 5 spikes on a 2-inch pot, and it has been blooming on each one of those 5 spikes ever since, I'd say for 2 months now. Just very rewarding thing. And it keeps sending up more flowers from the same spike for quite a while. I think it's either 3 or 4 flowers that it sends out on a spike. So, and then in back of it, there we go. This is Masdevallia Mary Stahl variety Golden Gate, which has an AM AOS. Nice big yellow flower. Moving around here, these are the Oncidium Heaven Scents that I have for sale. And here's some more Masdevallias. This is the other Masdevallia Maui Holiday. And right here is, let me get the name. This is Masdevallia Lollipop variety Angel, which has got an AM. Very, very beautiful thing. Another small grower. Like I said, with Masdevallia, some are just like that. Here is another awarded Masdevallia, and I have to look at the name. It is Masdevallia Falcon's Gold variety Barbara. And let me move this back here. And it's got another bud on it. Very pretty thing. I only have 1 flower open of this right now. Let me turn it around so you can see it. It's very, very pretty. That's Masdevallia Cheryl Sheehan variety Red Hot Mama, which has an AM AOS. It likes to be kept cool. I was only getting very limited flowering on it, but this year I took it. It's a 3-inch net pot, and I took the net pot and put it inside a 4-inch clay pot just for stability. But it cooled it down a little bit more, and ever since then it has been blooming like crazy. So there's a good tip for you. Moving around here, here we have a beautiful Odontonia, and by looking at it we can see that it's not crossed with Miltonia, but with Miltoniopsis. And this is Odontonia Memoria Martin Orenstein variety Lulu, which has an HCC AOS. That's a mouthful. And I've got 2 spikes on it there. Beautiful plant, incredible smell. It's like a very spicy smell. Up here, this is Leptodes. Okay. Very, very tiny little species. I'm not sure exactly which species it is. I have to take it off the thing. Here we've got some what I call Equiton Oncidiums, or as a lot of you have learned to call them, Tolumnias, mostly blooming on their side spikes. Looking down here, I won't spend a whole lot of time, but the Phalaenopsis are all still in bloom for, over 2 months. The big one there got best of show 2 months ago at State College, or best Phalaenopsis in show, I should correct. Something that is not an orchid, but is very, very happy, is I have a pitcher plant up here. I don't often show that, but it's a really, really happy pitcher plant. Those pitchers, some of the pitchers from the top to the bottom are over a foot, and it's just going crazy. So orchid greenhouses and pitcher plants seem to work really well. Here we have Encyclia boricana, which very, very small plant, and I just selfed this at the suggestion of a friend of mine, Leon Glickenstein, and he said that I should get some nice diversity by crossing it. So we will see what happens. Leon has been doing a breeding for 30, 40 years, and certainly knows what he's talking about. So I take Leon's advice when he offers it. Let's see. Moving around. Oh, okay. I just put a photo of this up in a couple of places. Let me sit it down over here and we'll get a good look at it. Here we have a bulbophyllum. This is Bulbophyllum annendelii crossed with frosty eye. I believe my friend Chris told me that this is named. I'm going to have to check it out. I've been able to see quite a few of these bloom. This is one of the best ones I've seen. Very nicely well-defined colors. Just a real pretty thing. Flowers last week to 10 days. It's very frequent blooming. Annendelii is a very frequent bloomer, and it imparts that. If you look, right here is some more buds that are coming on. Over here is another one of the same cross that is not open, but there's a spike here. Over here is a spike that is ready to open. And I think someplace is a third spike on it. I can't find it right now. But it is a very easy blooming plant. I really like it. This is still blooming. This is Wilsonara variety Red Star. And I told you that I had some more crosses with Hula Hulao, and here they are. Both of these are to Hula Hulao, Volcano Queen. So we're gonna get some nice progeny coming from this. Here's another pod. This one is with Odonocetium Big Mac, which should be really interesting. So we'll move along here. Almost done. Oh, I want to show you something. This is not in flower yet, but it's very interesting because you don't often see it at this stage. This is Stanhopea, and it's Stanhopea tigrina variety Gloria Mexico, which got an AMAOS. So we're going to watch the spike develop and have some flowers here for you soon. Okay, there's just a few more plants here to take a look at. This one in here, a lot of you are familiar with. It's Dendrobium Little Green Apples. It bloomed for the first time for me this spring and sent out 2 more spikes later on, which you're looking at now. I've got a total of 11 flowers on it. Very nice thing. The flowers last a long time, 2 to 3 months, and just a real rewarding plant. As you see, it's apple green with the dark purplish black lip there. This is characteristic of just about every green apple that you'll see. Over here is a cross of Cattleya Gemanii and Walkeriana. Looks like a favors Gemmanii. It'd be a lot better if it would keep the dorsal up like this, but it doesn't. But still a really nice color, what I call true lavender. Just real pretty. Moving along here, going way up in the air, we've got Frag Sorcerer's Apprentice here, blooming on a new spike. Really beautiful thing. I always love this every time I look at it, and it's always in bloom. Beautiful plant. Here's Dendrobium aggregatum putting out a few flower spikes. Usually it blooms a little earlier in the spring, but this one has a few spikes that it's putting out now. And we'll move around here. Some more frags. There's Frag longiflorum. Again, that's a new spike. It blooms almost consistently through the year on its sequential blooming spikes. Very nice thing. And over here, oh, looks like we lost a flower. Pretty things. This is Frag Pearcii. Pearcii is a very it's a smaller frag, but it's a very robust bloomer. Looking down here at the plant itself, you can see it has filled a 6-inch pot. I keep it in a deep saucer with water in it all the time, and it sucks up the water really quickly. Loves water. I keep it wet all the time. Very pretty thing. Here is another larger plant of Miltassia shelobe. And up here we have got Brassia rex variety Cicada, which is the smallest flowered of the awarded Brassia rexes, but it's still very rewarding. What it lacks in size, it makes up for in floriferousness. It will be flowering probably almost all summer for me, with about, maybe 4 or 5 spikes coming out at once. And it like I said, it just keeps flowering all year, at least through the warmer months for me. Just a quick view while we're standing over here of the greenhouse in general. If you've been following things, you might see that there's another thing for hanging plants that I put up. I have some more pipe to put up one more, and I'd like to put up more than one more. So always things to do. So I hope you like this. If you do like it, subscribe, and we will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.